So, we got detoured just east of Winnipeg. Here we are in Manitoba. I like Manitoba. Got a friendly, it's just like the license plate says, it's very friendly. And Al's inside there paying for gas. We don't have to go inside, but we actually just want to get off the bike to use the bathroom. If you can hear me over the engine. So yeah, the detour, we missed the proper way to get to Winnipeg when they closed the Trans-Canada Highway. There was a way to get to it, but we missed it. And now we're detoured 20 kilometers north, taking some highway called the 15, and that goes into Winnipeg as well. So, a little bit of rain, but I'm so glad we put our rain gear on way back when, about an hour ago, because it actually really came down and we're still dry. So we were pretty much accepting of the fact that, as you can tell, 100% convinced that Alberta was a no-go, and accepting it. We slept a lot today, joined in on the Zoom meeting, talked to our friends at the meeting, made a couple phone calls to friends back home in Toronto, and phone calls to our friends in Alberta. Long story short, my leg is getting much better, and I'm not 100%, but then again, I wasn't 100% when we left, and I haven't been 100% most of the time for years. So who is, right? So as the day goes on, I'm looking at that highway, and I want to go that way, not that way. The highway says to go that way. And I'm not feeling that bad anymore. Alberta and back can be done in 10 days, as long as you don't spend any time in Alberta, basically. So we're still going. We're going to do it. So by around 5:30, I felt like an absolute failure. Like, I just felt like, you know what? Am I overreacting? The truth is, I think we just needed a day off. A day to relax and rest. A day to rest. Don't need to go back home. We're still doing this. Tomorrow morning, we're going to leave. We're going to be at a more relaxed pace. And we're doing it. We're just spending less time in Alberta. That's all. So we're going to get there a day late, and we're going to leave a day earlier. So we're literally spending one night with our friends in Banff. We're going to get to Drumheller, park our bikes at their house, and they're going to drive us to Banff. We're going to stay in an Airbnb house right in Canmore, actually, looking into Banff, and leave in the morning. And we're not going to rush out, but we're going to leave in the morning. We're not going to spend hardly any time in Banff. We're going to see it, though. That's the whole point, right? So, and then go back to Drumheller and get out of there by around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Western time. And we'll at least have a half a day head start coming back, so that we're not trying to do it all in 4 days. We can do it in 4.5. And that really takes the pressure off. And we don't have to rush so much. So that was it. Just less time in Alberta. But we still get to be there. We still get to make it. Very in good spirits. We're in great spirits. Alan wasn't the only one who was a little bit disappointed. He was disappointed too. He can accept the reality just like an adult. But we're happy that this is happening. Oh yeah, another thing that started making it feel like a failure was... we're more than halfway. We are at the halfway point. We're a little more than halfway, and the hard part's over. The hard part is accomplished. So why give up now? It's just smooth sailing from here. So that really started feeling like a failure, and it was like, no. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. And there is. Are you parked by the bush? By the surveillance bush, yes. It's nap time. I close my eyes and relax. That's good enough for me. So we're just about an hour east of Brandon, Manitoba. And there's a guy in that gas station that really reminds me of a real life Brent. It does. So for the first time this trip, I'm actually physically tired. So I don't know, around 2 or 3 o'clock. We just passed Brandon. Maybe it's only 2 o'clock. Regina's about 380 kilometers away. Let's see, heads up about Winnipeg. I'm glad I saw it. Never seen Winnipeg before, but so the first part of the city of Winnipeg is neat, but the last half is like going through Scarborough. So the Trans-Canada Highway will direct you right through the city, and you'll lose like an hour going through there. So if you can try to go around it, go around it. If you can't, don't worry about it. But if you can try to go around it, do so, because you know people say that when you drive through Saskatchewan, it never seems to end. I'm wondering if they were actually talking about Winnipeg. So just a heads up. So we're at Tim Hortons here, getting a coffee, and I really need a coffee. I haven't had an afternoon coffee yet this trip. Just 1 cup in the morning, and that's been sufficient. But it could be the wind of driving across Manitoba. It's very flat, a little bit windy, and apparently it's not windy the way it normally gets. So I actually really enjoyed driving across Manitoba. It's very calming. Looking forward to seeing Saskatchewan. And here's the coffee. Oh yeah. All right. Saskatchewan!
Saskatchewan.
Sorry, hey, you can. No.
I can do it.
Really? You can let go of your bike?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm used to it. It's like,
Keep going in a circle around.
just make sure there's no car.
There you go.
Not the most graceful.
I don't know how that's going to turn out. Bum, 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 bum.
Yes.
You like the prairies, hon?
Oh, I love the bear.
Everybody says they're boring, but we've really enjoyed riding through Manitoba. After that coffee, I woke right up. So don't worry about me.
Well, the problem is, it's going to be funny boring in the car. They got to smell it.
Nothing's boring on a motorcycle. Saskatchewan is really, really beautiful. Look at this view. Look at that. There we go. It's been like this the whole way. Like just clouds, like sky, clouds and sky and earth. Very profound.
Clouds and sky and earth, yes.
Yeah.
But I better turn off
Oh, we
that
like the
bike.
prairies.
Oh, we like the prairies, yes.
Listen to that.
But I better turn my bike off. So
You can hear a lot of birds out here all the time.
They're nice.
Okay. Want to get going?
Yes.
You know what? I just have to do another one. It's even flatter here. I'll try not to stop too many times.
You have to tell me afterwards. The lens is clear.
Yeah, it is. Look at, like... Hey, hon. Hi. So I said to Al, I said, you take a bath first. And he says, why? And he says, I say, because you look beat. And he goes, you look beat too. So we made it to Moose Jaw. From Kenora to Moose Jaw in one day without much effort, smooth sailing. And no, we do not find Saskatchewan boring. We liked it. But maybe it's just, you can tell what kind of life we have back home, or have had for the last 15 years, to find absolute open space paradise. Right? So, anyways, we liked it. It's beautiful. We think Saskatchewan's nice. So we're here in Moose Jaw, and we ordered from Boston Pizza, so they're going to bring us some tasty food. And we made it. We made it. We made it. We're not in Alberta yet, but we did really good today. Even with a little bit of rain, it was just a much better, awesome day.